lush plantings on a terraced slope are the signature of Southeast Asia, where the steamy humidity encourages rich growth. But first impressions are deceptive. This urban farm is much closer to home. You'd never guess, but we're at Warrawong in the Illawarra, and we're behind the local high school in a disused piece of land that is now the highly productive Fair Food Farm. Farm manager Cal Champagne started work here 5 years ago. Cal, what was it like when you first got here?
This was 10 acres of pretty unusable land. It was covered in weeds. It had a flooding issue through the creek line. It was very steep, so it was really hard to work, and it backed onto residential development.
So how long did it take for you to change the shape and to bring it around to being, your first crop going?
Because of the way we started, it was started from a volunteer basis. We had no capital to set up. So actually we started growing food straight away. We established a relationship with a local restaurant, and on the second week we were here, we were planting salad greens for their kitchen.
Farm is managed by the not-for-profit Green Connect.
So Green Connect's a social enterprise that works to create jobs. Former refugees don't struggle to find work in Australia because they're not good workers. They struggle because there's cultural barriers and they don't have social networks to tap into.
Former Karenni refugee, Emu, is now the senior farmhand here. Emu, where is home originally?
My parents are from Burma, Myanmar, but I was born in Thai-Burma border in the refugee camp, so yeah, we lived there for more than 17 years. Yeah.
17 years in camp?
Yeah.
Wow. You grew up around sustainable sort of farming practices in villages?
Yeah, pretty much every house, they have their own backyard, so small gardens, so they grow their own herbs and vegetables.
And do you teach that to others as well?
Yeah, sometimes I share with my friend, and especially with some of my friends in the Burma or Thai-Burma border, because most people there, they don't know much about how to improve the soil and how to plant it in with or using the chemical. So yeah.
You've been back to Myanmar, Burma?
Yeah, I've been once, and also I've been back to refugee camp twice.
That must be quite empowering, being able to go back to the refugee camp where you spent so many years and you're able to transfer that knowledge to the people there now, yeah?
Yeah. Maybe in the future I hope to do it more.
You mentioned these terraces at the beginning, but I guess you wouldn't have had much of a choice but to have terracing.
Yeah, so this is a very steep site. When we got here, it was very hard to use. And so the terracing is really a way so that we can easily traverse the site. It's also a way to catch and store the water that's falling on the landscape and hold it as high as possible so that it seeps down through the landscape. On all of our edges, so our peripheries, we've got native vegetation as shelter belts. We've also got native regeneration along the creek line, which cuts through the site. We've then got our subtropical food forest up here, which is full with fruit trees and perennial food-producing plants.
The climate here in the Illawarra is favourable enough that 3/4 of the market garden's crops can be grown all year round.
So there's a lot of stuff that we grow all the time. The silver beets, the kales, the carrots. Everyone wants them almost on a weekly basis. And then there's a lot of other stuff that we really like growing here and we find grows particularly well. The bok choys, the radicchios, the daikon radish. I think it's worth growing that because it grows well in the Illawarra.
So where have you come from, Mama?
Oh, I come from Togo, but I'm a refugee from Ghana.
And you enjoying the Illawarra?
Yes, I really enjoy it. I don't want to move, go any street.
Well, the farm is a nice place to come together. You must have met a lot of people.
Yes, it's good. When I come sometimes, I meet lots of different people from another country, so we have some chat to practice my English, so I think it's better for me to work on a farm.
That brings people together.
because I know what I grow and I know where I pick my food from, so I will enjoy to work on the farm. Finish.
This morning's harvest will be going off the farm in the shape of veggie boxes that'll be sold to local households and businesses, except for this one. Mate, there's a lot of produce coming through here at the moment.
Yeah, so Wednesday morning is kind of the big harvest morning. We sell the bulk of our produce through weekly veg boxes. So there's about 120 customers in the Illawarra who get a weekly supply of fresh produce from this farm.
There are big plans afoot for this farm. It's well on its way to becoming a thriving community hub.
Growing food is a really beautiful vehicle for self-empowerment because it's all about personal responsibility. If you work really hard to give that beetroot a really good growing environment, then you're going to be rewarded with really tasty beetroots. If you don't put that effort in, then it's your fault that your beetroots didn't go so well.
What are some of the benefits of working here, Emma?
The first day I would say like happiness, give me the happiness and also give me a job and so I can earn some income and also the knowledge on how to look after the environment and how to plant a healthy fruit, vegetable.